नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Yes, Nityanand, sorry for this technical glitch. So we welcome you after this exciting darshan, energetic, powerful live darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So immediately after this darshan, now it is time for us to jump into the power manifestation. And meanwhile, as we are entering into the power manifestation session, you can also head over to the social media and share your darshan experience with other people. What was your experience during the darshan? What clicks that you had, or blessings or boons that you received from Swamiji? And you can also invite others also to attend Paramashivoham and get blessed directly by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva. So now we are entering into the power manifestation session. As you all know, just after the darshan, doing the power manifestation is really, really beneficial for all of us, because it grounds us into this energy of Shaktipada that we have just received, and which is overflowing in our entire system. It becomes more grounded and part of our muscle memory and biomemory, so that we can radiate it for an extended period of time. So with this, we will now start with the power manifestation. Before we enter into the actual round, let us look at the Shastra Pramana. So the power which we are going to manifest is increasing your height. Yes, today we are manifesting the powers of Ashtama Shaktis. Looking at the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural truth, the scriptural evidence about this power, the verse goes as Maranam khadyate tena sakena pina khadyate tasya syat parama siddhir animadi guna prada vayusanacharate dehe rasavriddhir bhavet dhruvam akasha pankajagala piyusham abhivardate. So this verse is taken from the Shiva Samhita chapter 5. These are the verses 76 to 78. And here Paramashiva himself is revealing the sacred secrets, the higher truths about this power of Ashtamahashaktis. And the translation of this verse goes as, death is eaten by him, he is eaten by none. He manifests the highest powers such as Anima, Lahima, Mahima, etc. The Vayu, wind energy, moves equally throughout his body. The juices of his body also are increased. Rasavriddhi, the nectar exuding from the ethereal lotus, Akasha Pankaj, is also increases in him. So Paramashiva here describes vividly the changes that happen, that manifest in the person, in the individual who manifests these powers of Ashtamahashaktis like Anima, Lahima, Mahima, etc. So with this context, let us now enter into the power manifestation round. Let's prepare ourselves. Keep your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Tune yourself to the space of oneness with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Visualize Paramashiva has come down as Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva from Kailasa. Remember Paramashiva in your third eye. Sit with this powerful cognition and meditate on it. Think intensely, you are Nityananda Paramashivam. Anything else you think as your identity is just a mere delusion. Just drop it. You are Nityananda Paramashivam, only Nityananda Paramashivam. Sit absolutely unclutched to manifest the state of Paramashiva. Bring complete completion within to experience the space of Paramashiva. Connect with Swamiji from the space of oneness to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. And intensely vibrating in a japa of Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, with deep feeling connection with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. And meanwhile, also turn on the video recording so that you can record yourself while you are manifesting this power. So it acts as your Sakshi Pramana, which you can come back to later on at any point of time. And also you can use this, share this with others on social media or other way to enrich them, to empower them, to make them trust this science of our manifestation, that it is real, it is not just a hoax, it is actually a science, an ancient science which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is now reviving on planet Earth, and something they can also enjoy and benefit immensely from. So let's now start the power manifestation. Before we begin the power manifestation, let's take a first measurement of your height and note down the measurement. You can use a measuring tape or you can stand against a wall and mark your height on the wall itself. Let's take a minute and take the first measurement of your height, against which we will then verify in the end by comparing. Let's quickly take the initial measurement of our height. We will be manifesting the power of increasing our height. So we have to be very ferocious and hold that space within for our height to increase. Let's come back, sit down. Keep your head, neck, and spine straight. Take a deep breath. Connect with Swamiji. Start chanting Mahavakya and start chanting loudly from your navel. Let your whole body vibrate with the Mahavakya. Connecting you to that space of oneness with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And from that space of oneness, declare consciously for your height to increase. And while you're chanting the Mahavakya, while you're connecting with Swamiji from that space of oneness, hold the space for your height to increase. Okay? So we'll now be playing the Mahavakya for all of you. You can chant along with the audio. Connect with Swamiji from that space of oneness by chanting the Mahavakya and declaring for your height to increase. Let's begin.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्या
Yes, you can all now relax. So let's now get up and take another measurement of our height. Let's see how well we have manifested this power. Let's quickly take the measuring tape or stand against the wall, whatever method you used earlier, use the same method so that you can compare properly. And take the second measurement of your height. Let's quickly do it. And who all witnessed the change, they can put it in the chat, what you observed. Or you can also put it in the comment section for all those who have joined us on YouTube or Facebook. And congratulations to all those who have manifested this power, who have observed a change in their height, an increase in their height. Maybe a couple of you may not have, observed a significant change in the height. So it's not there's no need to be disheartened. Just keep on manifesting. You will be able to manifest. It comes very easily. It's just a matter of bringing more and more completion within. And that will also come when you do power manifestation more and more. When you complete with your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, while you are manifesting the power itself, because these things will come up when you're trying to manifest the power. Let's say you're trying to hold that space. So automatically these self-doubt and all that will come. So during the process itself, you complete with all those self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, drop those, continue chanting Mahavakya from that space of oneness, hold that space for the power to manifest, and you will see it will manifest. Just a matter of a few tries, that's all. So congratulations to all of you. And it's also an opportunity for all of us to celebrate that Swamiji is manifesting through all of us. It's a blessing for all of us to have this space of oneness with him, with Paramashiva himself, through these power manifestation sessions, which brings intense healing, completion, unclutching within us, and also health, and we can manifest whatever we want as the space grows inside us. So let's head over to the social media platforms, sharing our power manifestation experience with other people, inviting them also to experience this, to taste this, and get the blessings directly from Swamiji. By being a part of this intense 21-day experience, you can share the link with them, paramashivoham.org, so that they can also register. Yes. So this brings us to the end of this power manifestation session. We will now be heading to the next segment in today's series of sessions on health and healing and how to manifest conscious health. So this session is going to be on the how-to of healing, of spiritual healing, how to actually do the process of spiritual healing. So let's enter into this session now.
Yes. So for all of you who have filled the form and who signed up to receive the initiation into spiritual healing, all of you would have been initiated today during the darshan by Swamiji into the powerful process of spiritual healing, by practicing which not only you will be able to heal others if you have applied for it, but you will also be able to heal yourself. So now, as you are about to start your journey as a spiritual healer, let's look deeper into the procedure of the spiritual healing. Okay, so the Nityananda spiritual healing technique not only helps the person you are healing, but also helps in your own spiritual growth. Because as you channel more and more of this conscious healing, your own body and mind get healed, and it helps you in overcoming your own patterns and healing your own body. Now, for certain social reasons, you can directly touch and heal only people of your gender. For the opposite gender, you will be required to use a healing stick that you might be receiving. Otherwise, you can also use your Atma Linga. Okay. Now, when you are going to heal a person of the same gender, place your palms on the area on the Sahasrara chakra, so on the top of the head of the person that for whom you are going to be performing the healing. You can close your eyes and visualize Swamiji's face and bring your awareness to the Ananda Gandha chakra. So the Ananda Gandha chakra, which is a few inches below the heart center and above the navel in this region, below the chest and above the abdominal muscle. You can visualize Swamiji's face and connect with this Ananda Gandha chakra, which is the source of the super consciousness inside you, and which is also the source of this healing energy that you have been initiated into by Swamiji. So during the healing, throughout the healing, chant the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, continuously having your awareness in this region and just relaxing into yourself. You don't need to worry about the energy flowing. You don't need to try to generate energy or to channel it or direct it anywhere. It will happen on its own. Okay, so as you have been initiated by Swamiji, this whole process will simply happen on its own. You just need to, as we said, keep your hand on the person's Sahasrara chakra and connect with Swamiji. Bring your awareness to this Ananda Gandha region, and the healing energy will simply start flowing by itself. Now, once you have created this space and once you have relaxed deep within yourself, just feel the boundless energy flowing through you. So it will be a powerful process. You will be able to feel the healing energy flowing through you to the other person. And you can continue as long as you feel that the other person is drawing the energy, as long as you feel that the other person is receiving. Okay, so you will be able to sense it once you try it out. You will be able to sense it, and you will be feeling that your hands will automatically drop once the person has received enough. So you don't need to worry, how much you should be giving. Just continue giving, and at some point you will just know it. You will feel that your hands want to move, and that the other person has already received a sufficient amount of healing energy. You should also have a picture of Swamiji in the room in which you are performing the healing. So this is very important. You need to have a dedicated space for that. So if you meet people, you can introduce them to the healing, and you can invite them to your home and make sure that they are sitting comfortably in a place where Swamiji's picture, Swamiji's Atmamurti is there. And make sure that your body language shows care and concerns, that the other person feels very comfortable, and be aware and sensitive to the needs of that person. Make sure that you receive them well, and that you are very sensitive to them. And you should also play the Mahavakya during the healing. Okay, so make sure that you follow these few guidelines. It's Very, very easy, very simple. But all of these need to be followed whenever you give healing to somebody else. Okay. So now, if you have any question, if you have been initiated, okay. Srinitya Lingud Bhavan is asking, can we chant the Mahavakya inside us? So specifically during the spiritual healing, you need to chant the Mahavakya out loud. Okay. So you should be chanting the Mahavakya out loud. Okay. So if anybody else has any other question, please let us know. Otherwise, we'll be entering into a meditation that will directly help us and that will enhance our healing abilities, and that will directly benefit us as we are going to begin our journey as spiritual healers. So if nobody has any question, I think everybody seems to be clear. Let's get ready and let's start. We're going to be having a very short meditation, the Shakti Dharana meditation. So if you are all ready, let's get started. So for this meditation, you will be needing to stand on your knees. So make sure that you balance yourself well, and do not sit on your haunches. So you can get onto the ground and stand on your knees. So you are going to be closing your eyes and raising both your hands upwards with the palms facing the sky. Okay, don't worry if it's a bit uncomfortable. It's not going to be very long. Make sure that you follow the steps. So keep your eyes closed, hands facing upwards. We can all get started. Let's all get on our knees and let's start. Let's get into the posture. Let's start the meditation. Now, in this posture, you're going to be tilting your head slightly upwards. So as you're having your hands facing up, you're also going to be gazing a bit upwards towards the sky, and feel the existential energy flowing through you. Okay, so this should introduce you to experiencing the flow of energy that you experience during the spiritual healing as well. That is why we are doing this meditation now. And visualize that a light beam of existence, of the existential energy, is flowing through you. And as you visualize this, you'll be able to feel, you'll be able to experience the energy, and just experience it, just allow whatever happens in your body, whatever that energy does to you, just allow it to happen. Okay, so we're going to be doing this for just 2 or 3 minutes, not more. And we're going to be having a few rounds. This meditation overall should be about 10 minutes. We're going to be in this posture. Just hold it for about 2 or 3 minutes. Make sure that you hold the visualization strong. Feel the existential energy flow through you and visualize it in the form of a light beam flowing through you. And bring awareness to your body as you hold this visualization, and experience what kind of energy is awakened inside, what it does to your body. Maybe you will feel it circulating through certain organs. Maybe you'll experience certain things. You can bring awareness to your body and see what you are able to feel. Yes, so now from this posture, you can bend down and rest on your elbows and your forearms. You're gonna bring your elbows and your forearms to the ground, and you're going to kiss the earth, or at least just you can bring your forehead and touch the ground with your forehead. And once you have done that, come back to the previous posture, hold it again for 2 to 3 minutes, and again bend down, resting your elbows and your forearms to the ground and bringing your forehead to the ground. So you're going to be repeating these 2 steps for about 5 to 6 times, and then we will move on. So I hope you are all clear. You can continue. You can move from one step to the other, and we're going to be doing this meditation for about 10 minutes. Okay, let's continue. Yes, you can settle down. You can share if anyone experienced any energy, any healing, can share your experience. And we'll actually be entering into another meditation as we're exploring the science of health. And Swamiji has revealed hundreds of different kriyas and meditation, maybe even thousands. So we are experiencing some of these. And as we are exploring the science of health, we will be learning a meditation. Swamiji will be guiding us to balance our vata, pitta, and kapha. So the three major doshas in our body, and we'll be learning how to align these and creating a state of pristine health in our body. I hope you are all ready. We'll be watching a short clip where Swamiji will be guiding us, and then we will be right back to continue the next sessions.
Today we are going to do second technique to balance the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Today we are going to work on verbalization, sound and visualization, light. We are going to add visualization into your meditation technique. Very simple change. First step, same Vajrasana, put your hands on the hip and chant the Humkara from the navel, from the Swadhisthana. It should come as deeply as possible and as loudly as possible. See, it will literally cleanse the whole pitta energy. Chant the Humkara. Then second step, bend the body and let your forehead touch the ground. Chant the Humkara same way with visualization of white light flowing from your Swadhisthana. See, when you add visualization, you don't know how much work you are adding to your inner space. It's workout for your mind. Just like a physical exercise, it's a mental exercise for your mind, so that it will be fresh and alive to go through all the meditation techniques. First step, sitting in Vajrasana, have your hands on the hip and chant the Humkara from the navel. Second step, bend your body, let your forehead touch the ground and chant the same Humkara, H-O-O, Humkara sound, but add visualization. Add one more thing. Visualize as if a white light is flowing from your Swadhisthana towards the whole body or just towards your head. Visualize, light and add sound. Please close your eyes. Sit in Vajrasana. Have your hands on your hip. Chant the Humkara as intensely as possible. bend your body. Touch the ground with your forehead. Be in the Vajrasana. Touch the ground with your forehead. Right. Chant the Omkara mantra and visualize the white light as intensely as possible.
Yes, you can now relax. Hopefully, you've done this meditation authentically, sincerely. So, this is a meditation. If you practice regularly, it will balance all the three doshas which are in the body, the vata, pitta, and kapha, which are responsible for various different functions in the body. And when they are balanced, all these three doshas, it creates the sense of the equilibrium and well-being in the body, leading to perfect health. So next we will be moving to Ajnana segment, which is related to, of course, health, but a very particular engram, a particular mental pattern, which is directly related to our well-being and how even our outer appearance is or ends up being. And the pattern is that of guilt. So we will be entering into a video where Swamiji will be revealing some deeper insights into how guilt is related to directly our physical appearance, our beauty, our health, and how healing this pattern of guilt can directly have an impact on our physical health, well-being, and even the shine on our skin. So let's have a look.
Just a month ago, before I started my trip, maybe 1.5 months ago, one lady, she came to meet me. She was having 20 years of psoriasis, skin disease. She said, I have tried all possible medications, Swamiji. Please help me, do something and help me. I was sitting and speaking to her. When I was speaking, I was able to identify, find out. She has got a deep self-condemnation. She has got a deep self-condemnation and low self-esteem about herself. After speaking to her, I just gave her a small suggestion. Please stand in front of mirror and shout at yourself, scream at yourself for 15 minutes a day. This is what I gave. Stand in front of mirror for 15 minutes and shout, scream as much as possible on you. Bring out the anger, the violence, self-condemnation which you have on yourself. I told her, shout, bring it out, express it, vomit it out, finish it off. Of course, naturally she said, no, how can I do all these things? I am already in depression and disturbed mood. You are telling me to do something impractical. Swamiji, don't tell all these things. I told her, please try just for 21 days. I am not asking more, just 15 minutes, 21 days. You are suffering 20 years. Why not give me 20 days? She said, all right, I'll try. I just told her, stand in front of mirror, feel as if you are going to jump out of your skin, shout, scream as much as possible, condemn yourself as much as possible, shout at yourself as much as possible, bring all the negativity out and throw away. You will be surprised, you will be shocked. We recorded medically, 15th day she was totally healed. In 15 days she is totally healed and it never came back. Of course, she says, in these 20 years, not even one day her skin has become Alright, even if she takes strong medication, she will only feel a little bit of development, never a total cure. Now, without any medication, without any medicine, just by meditation, totally she has been healed. This is a technique from Sufism. The technique which I gave her is from Sufism. Totally she has been healed. Difficult to believe. But like the same way, thousands and thousands of cases were recorded. Actually, skin disease is nothing but a byproduct of self-condemnation and low self-esteem. Same way, we have thousands of written testimonials, written letters, and medical reports for the power of meditation to cure the sicknesses physically. Of course, mentally, there is no need even for any testimonial. If you just practice, you will understand. To know the apple is tasty, you don't need any testimonial or certificate. Have a bite, you will understand. To know the meditation cures mental sicknesses. Meditation makes you feel the well-being inside your mind. You don't need to believe, just have a bite. Then you will realize what miracles meditation does. It gives you a deep fulfillment. Not only health, deep fulfillment.
Here to give the experience. One more thing. I've always seen a deep inferiority complex in all teachers. Teachers suffer with inferiority complex. To hide their inferiority complex only they start teaching. See, when you are teaching, you can show you are a big guy. Really, it's a big addiction. You don't know. It's a big addiction. Be very clear. Teaching gives you a big strength. You feel you become a big guy. Your ego is strengthened when you teach. That is the reason you will find thousands and thousands of teachers but not a single student. Be very clear. Never think people who are sitting in front of the teacher they are students. No. They are learning just to become a teacher. They are not students. They are just waiting to catch that seat. You can't directly catch the seat. You need to know something. So just for that, they put up with the teacher's teachings. Anyhow, all right, tell whatever you want. I will have to sit in that chair. For that, I also need to repeat all these things. Let me listen. Students are polite. They relax, keep quiet so that they can start their turn. That's all. Never think somebody is a student just because he is sitting in front of the teacher. All teaching is just pure ego game. He is trying to show his greatness and student is just waiting so that he can show his greatness to somebody else. He is just putting up with the teachings so that when time comes, he can start. That is why I have always seen the moment class is over, people will go back to their house and start teaching. If you digested, you will never feel like opening the mouth. I have seen even when people listen, in the mind they take notes. I should go and tell this to my mother-in-law. I should go and tell this to my father-in-law. I should go and tell this to my friends. I should go and tell this to my wife. Of course, you can't tell your wife, that is different. At least I should go and tell this to my husband. You just develop your intellect so that you can use it on your family and friends. And you just use all these teachings to support what you want to express. What do you want to express? And one more thing, I've seen people sharpening their intellect with my teachings and using it to fulfill their wishes. Whenever they couldn't get something out of somebody, they will start using these teachings in their own form. In the mind, they will have all the notes, whatever is said. When they go back, they will manipulate as they want and use it to get what they want. Let it be very clear. That's the reason here Shiva is not interested in giving any teachings. He's straight. I think he doesn't want to contribute to the already existing confusions.
Help you in thousands of ways. First thing, the guilt-free life is nothing but heaven. It is just heaven. Now, as on now, anything you do, you have a guilt. Even if there is nothing bad or nothing wrong is going to happen that incident, you know very clearly nothing bad is going to happen. Even then you have a small itching sensation. Irritation feeling. Irritation is the son of guilt. Guilt only gives birth to the irritation. Irritative feeling, a dull feeling, all these things are disciples of guilt. When you have guilt, all these things will be following you. Almost guilt makes you a schizophrenia. Daytime you are a different personality, nighttime you are a different personality. Both can meet and merge with each other. Both can share their views with each other. Guilt is the thick wall, the china wall between you and your nightlife. You and your other personality. Almost every one of us got night life separately, day life separately. Your being is just cut into half. You are just separated. You behave one way in the front, one way in the back. You live one way in the society, one way when you are alone. Guilt is the wall which makes you not to meet yourself. Whenever some thought, the so-called immorality, when it arises, immediately you suppress it with the guilt. If you have a little bit of courage to face it, to allow that to come up, then you will see the same thought. If it is right, it will be materialized. If it is wrong, it will become nothing. It will simply disappear. But you don't have so much of patience or consciousness. You just want to press everything. You just want everything to be controlled. You just want everything to be under your control. You see, it's like your kids are playing in your bedroom. Of course, when they play in your bedroom, it is nothing less than hell. They make hell. Suddenly some guest has come. What you do? Immediately you put the screen, lock the door, cover the whole bedroom. You don't let them go into that room at all, near that room at all. The same way, inside, there is a portion in your being which is totally dirty. Not even actually dirty, so-called dirt. When the kids play, it is not that, it has become dirty. Just if you spend 10 minutes, you can put the things back and everything will become alright. But for the sake of emergency, what you do? You just lock it, finish. Same thing you do with your personality also. To show it to the society, you just lock that portion, you never open it. Because you have not opened for a long time, it starts getting smelled. It just becomes like a wound. Guilt is the gate, or guilt is the screen with which you cover everything. Let us work on the guilt. It just expands. We are going to work on the next layer. The guilt, the greatest enemy. Many people come and tell me, Swamiji, my wife is caught by the ghost. My husband is caught by the ghost. Or my son-in-law is being possessed by some spirit. Actually, the greatest ghost or greatest devil, the greatest spirit which can possess the people is the guilt. There is no other spirit, no other evil, no other devil, no other ghost except this guilt. The guilt is the greatest ghost which has caught everybody. Don't think somebody is having the guilt and somebody is not having. Everybody. You may be thinking, see, I have done only one small mistake. After all, one murder. For this itself, I am feeling so guilt. And I have seen the criminals who have done so many things, so many murders and so many criminal activities. They all don't feel guilt at all. You may be thinking in your mind, they are all quite happy, they are all quite comfortable, just moving around, enjoying the life. But you do not know how much of guilt each one has got. He will be having his own guilt. So never think only you have guilt and somebody else is not having. Everyone has got the guilt. Let us work into the guilt. G-U-I-L-T. Let it become G-I-L-L-T.
What I say, creating morality out of understandings. As long as there are understandings, they are nectar for your life. They create a tremendous intelligence in your life. The moment they are reduced to a superstitious belief, the moment they are reduced as a morality, they create deep guilt in you, and the guilt is the sure killer of intelligence. According to me, guilt is the worst killer of intelligence. Guilt will never let you move in your life. One small incident. One of our devotees, she had a tumor in the end of the spinal cord, the root chakra, moral chakra. For 20 years she suffered. She came to me complaining, Swamiji, please help me, heal me. I am suffering with this tumor for so many years. And she says, even after surgery, again comes back. She even underwent surgery, but it came back. I started talking to her slowly to trace the origin of the problem. Finally, she opened up and started weeping. She said, I asked her, do you have any guilt related to your sex energy? She slowly opened up and started weeping. She said she was abused when she was very young. When she was a kid, she was sexually abused. One of her own close relatives exploited her for so many years. And that guilt stayed with her. And she says, I started hating the very portion of my body. That part of my body itself I started hating. I started feeling that part of the body should not exist in my body. I started feeling that's different from my body. That is not my being. My hatred towards that person has turned towards my own body. When you start hating some action, you start hating that part of the body also. My hatred has become so deep. Swamiji, that is the root. I was speaking to her, slowly she opened up and she wept. And when she confessed, when she brought the guilt out, I was talking to her, she came out of the guilt and she was psychologically healed. And I was explaining how this is a usual thing which is happening. 1 in 4. Of course, kids don't open up and kids don't tell you. Anyhow, when she was psychologically healed, when I explained the nature of all these things, you will be surprised. I can tell everything. It's a truth. What I tell you is a truth. Just in 10 days, simply tumor disappeared. I gave a small meditation technique to meditate on the area. I told her, express your anger towards him. Weep, shout, cry. Just close the doors, be in a separate room, and take a pillow, think of him, weep, shout, cry, throw your anger out, and after that, sit silently and feel that part of your body, that part is also your body. Stop hating that part of your body. You will be surprised. Just a simple technique. 10 days, tumor disappeared, never came back. Never came back. I don't know, it is difficult to understand, but truth.
First of all, you create a very disempowering, inadequate cognition about you, and then you feel shy about it, and then you create an alternative compensating cognition, and you spend your whole life defending the alternative compensating cognition, which is your outer image. Till the end, you never feel satisfied because you feel the guilt you showed which is not true, without realizing your true identity is much, much, much more than which you can imagine and show. Whole life ends in deep incompletion, and your trial and error methods you do with the incompletions. Understand this example. You are actually rich, but suddenly, for some reason, you fell into the coma and forgot the bank account number and password and the amount of money you had, $10 billion you had in Swiss bank. You forgot all the details. And you wake up and feel you are poor, but you wanted to project yourself as a rich to the world. So you go on trying hard, struggling with your whole life, just to project as an alternative, compensating cognition, outer image. I am rich, I am rich, I am rich. Your whole life goes in proving that. Suddenly before death again you fall into the coma and remember that you had so many $1 billion in this bank, in this country. This is the account number and password. But now nothing can be done. You are dying. This is exactly is your life. If you complete now, first thing, you will realize the alternative compensative cognition is a lie and it will melt down. Second thing, your disempowering cognition about yourself, that will melt down. Third, you will realize your original self is much more than what you projected as your outer image, alternative, compensating cognition. And you will have complete easiness between what you feel as you and what you show as you and what you are as you. Completion melts down all the obstructions. The obstructions for your realizations are like mountains, heap of mountains, but the process of completion and completing can melt down even the mountains of incompletions. So complete with everything. Especially with this right context, the context of enlightenment. Understand, this completion is used in many traditions by many teachers, gurus, psychiatrists, but the context in which I am using is totally different. Here I am giving completion to completion. This completion will give completion to your completion. Please understand. This is the answer for many questions I received. Knowing that you can never live in the present moment takes away the great guilt which is created in you by the wrong practice, wrong sadhana. Try to live in present moment. Till you die, you will not be able to live. That's the first thing. Second important thing, by remembering whether you are thinking about the past or the future, you are in the present. You are living in the present from this moment. Whenever you want to live in the present, just remember, wow, I am thinking about my past but in present. I am thinking about my future but in present. One devotee is writing, yes, I know, I am living in the present, even if I think about past, but what to do? I had a past did happen. Okay, nothing wrong. Please understand, if you are suffering because you are constantly thinking about the past, you will have suffering. But if you remember, yes, past did happen, it's okay. Now I am thinking about that in present only. Because I think about the past, it is not the thing that I am lost in the past. No. Past happened, but I am in present. It's already gone. Past is like a water left your feet. If you are sitting in the river, the water left your feet, even if it is dirty, you are not going to be disturbed. The water which is coming, if that is also dirty, you are not going to be disturbed. The water which is at your feet, if that is dirty, only then you are going to be disturbed. So knowing the past and the future is happening in the present, you are free. You are in the present. I can say it's a technique for instant enlightenment. First thing, Whether you are thinking about past or thinking about the future, remember you are in the present. Immediately you will see the load of the past and the future will not be there on you. Yes, I am thinking about what I did yesterday. I am thinking what I am going to do tomorrow in present. A sudden shift in your whole energy flow and experience. I tell you, when you complete, do not have apologetic mood. Do not feel the guilt. You have done something wrong. No. Because if you feel guilty, you will not go through all the past and complete. Because even one or two will make you so tired, you will be agitated, irritated. You will think, what is this? Why should I think? So you will develop a subtle hatred towards completion. You will never sit for completion sessions. How many of you feel, listen, bored or tired, don't want to sit for completion? Raise your hand. All of you need to know, you are only having a deep guilt about past. You should know you have not done something wrong in the past, but listen, you have not done anything wrong in the past, but it was just inadequate cognition. You expecting you should have the adequate cognition from the childhood is impractical expectation in this society. Then you should have become my Gurukul child. In the society you can't expect to have a complete cognition. You can't expect society to allow you to continue to have a complete cognition. A child is allowed to have a complete cognition only in my Gurukul. And if you just allow the complete cognition, full brain of a child to be functioning, helping the child, encouraging the child to learn, so beautiful. So beautiful. So first thing you need to understand is, completion is not feeling guilty about your past, remembering your past inadequate cognition and completing it so that decisions and patterns you developed during inadequate cognition does not need to continue to exist in your present inner space and affect your life now. If you are bored, unhappy, don't want to sit for completion, be very clear. You are not completing, you are just sitting with your past guilt and just brooding over. Just brooding over. Listen and understand. Completion is not apologizing. Same way when you are completing with others, don't be in the apologetic mood. You are not apologizing. Sometimes apologizing may happen. See, many times, only if you feel powerless, if you fall into the powerless mode, you apologize. Don't fall into powerless mode. Sit powerfully. Remember very clearly, when you had those powerless moments, some part of you have been stuck with others. Now you are reclaiming those parts. That's all. For example, if I had a fight with my elder brother when I was 6, and still that memory is there in me, that fear is there in me, that feeling is there in me, means still that 6-year-old child is influencing me. So all I am trying to do is I am liberating myself from that fear pattern which I created at the age of 6, which happened due to fighting with my brother. I am not now going and apologizing to my brother. Oh, sorry, that time I beat you. Now I apologize. No. You may apologize in some time, but completion itself is not just apologizing. It is like making the other person understand and making yourself understand that fighting in the young age created a strong, fearful, powerless pattern in you, which is responsible for still you struggling, suffering with a wrong cognition, improper, inadequate cognition. Completion means shifting the cognition from an inadequate cognition which is restrictive to an expansive cognition which expands you and the other person. I tell you, completion brings integrity in you, completion brings authenticity in you, completion brings responsibility in you, completion brings enriching in you, completion brings listening in you, completion brings completion in you. Completion is tapas, completion is yajna, completion is puja, completion is kriya, completion is homa, completion is jnana, completion is bhakti, completion is yoga, completion is completion. Completion in every level, completion in every step, completion in every way. Completion is Shraddha, completion is Shraddha. Completion is Tapa, completion is Puja.
Yes. So here we have learned the connection between guilt and the shine on the skin. But more than this, it's about rediscovering our body. And once we understand that our body is directly connected to the conscious state that we live in, then we understand that we have a complete freedom to redesign our body, because our body is a direct reflection of our consciousness. So any incompletion that we have impacts a certain part, a certain organ of our body. And the more we bring completion, the more we manifest powerful cognitions, our body physically changes. So any discomfort or dissatisfaction that we have with the way our body looks, or any disease, all of these can be completely changed. We have a complete freedom to completely redesign our body and make it the way we desire through completion and by manifesting more and more powerful cognition. So our body is not a final product. We have a complete freedom to redesign it. So as we, of course, we could explore this for much more time, but it's almost about time already today. So we are going to be quickly entering into a final round of power manifestation, and we will be progressing with our power capacity to increase the height.
Yes. And as you were just speaking about the power of redesigning your body the way you want, and same is the power that we are going to manifest. We are manifesting the power of increasing the height of the person next to you. Now, one important thing here is to understand that the power that you are manifesting here, it's not limited to just you manifesting this power on your body. The space of oneness is such that when you are in oneness with Swamiji, oneness with Paramashiva himself, it is basically oneness with the whole of existence. So in that space, there is no such thing as a body that is different from you. Every body is an extension of yours, just like this body which you call as yours. Similarly, any other person, the body they are carrying, that is also, in a way, your body, your extension. So the power that you can manifest on your body per se, same power you can manifest on their body. So similar way, same, holding the same space of oneness and declaring from that space of oneness for the height to increase. In this case, you will be doing it not on your body, but on the body of the person sitting next to you. So just make sure you have a partner. You can choose a person who is there at your home or wherever you are, a family member, a friend. You can request them to give a few minutes so that you can manifest the power with them. And they don't even need to be initiated for that matter. If they are, so they can also manifest the power with you. From their side, they can do it on you, on your body. They can increase the height. But of course, you can do it from the space of oneness, connecting with them. And if you don't have anyone sitting next to you, you can even maybe call a friend. And even over the call, you can ask them to sit and you can chant the Mahavakya and you can manifest the power. It can be done even over a distance. And there's a third option also. You can pair up within the Zoom rooms, Zoom room where you are, all the participants. You can pair up with any other participant. You can request them and you can manifest the power with each other. So that can be done. So it's up to you which option you want to choose. But make sure you have a partner where you can manifest this power. So let's now get ready to manifest the power. So let's first take the initial measurement and then we'll start with the invoking the space and getting back to that feeling connection with Swamiji. Let's take the initial measurement of the height of the person on whom you are going to manifest the power. So quickly, let's take the initial measurement. You can use a measuring tape or you can mark the height of the person next to the wall. Let's quickly take the measurement. It's all about ferociousness. Ferociously declaring the space of oneness, cognizing that you are Paramashiva and Swamiji is manifesting through you. And from that space of oneness, you're going to cognize that even that other body is an extension of you. So you have, your will has the capacity to alter anything in that body as well. So I hope you have taken the initial measurement. Let's now get ready to manifest this power. Sit cross-legged on the floor or on the chair if you're not comfortable, but with your head, neck, and spine in the straight line. Keeping the head, neck, and spine in a straight line helps the Kundalini Shakti to freely rise from your Mooladhara chakra to your Sahasrara chakra. And for that space of oneness to manifest. Now, visualize Swamiji in your third eye. Visualize that Paramashiva has come down as Swamiji, as Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva from Kailasa. Sit with this powerful cognition and meditate on it. Think intensely that you are Nityananda Paramashiva. Anything else that you think that you are, your identity or whatever, all of that is just delusion. Just drop it. Just remember that you are Nityananda Paramashiva. You are Swamiji. Sit completely unclutched. If there's any incompletions coming up, complete and drop. Carry that space of completion. Connect with Swamiji in oneness, chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Connecting deeply with him from that receptive inner space of bhakti and surrender. So we'll be playing the Mahavakya. Chant the Mahavakya loudly along with the audio. Invoke the space of oneness. And from that space of oneness, declare consciously with your will for the height of the other person to increase. And while you're chanting the Mahavakya, hold that space of the height to increase. All right, let's begin.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. You can now relax. And let's now take the second measurement of our height, of the height of the other person, to verify the power manifestation. So you can use the same method that you used to take the first measurement for comparing and verifying. You can share on the chat your experience and what you observed. And how you manifested the power. And for all those who manifested the power, congratulations for manifesting this power. More and more you manifest, the better you get at it. That's what Swamiji says. The solution for manifesting less power is manifesting more power. That's all. Limbodhva here is asking, what is completion with completion? I'm sorry, I'm not able to really understand your question. Completion with completion, in what sense are you asking? Can you please clarify? So in that sense, completion with the completion, you can say the completion with the completion process itself. So while doing the completion process, this whole process or technique of completion while you're doing, if let's say some incompletion arises about the very process of completion, that you may have this feeling that, I've been trying for too long, but it's not happening, or whether I'm really able to complete with everything or not. So that is where the whole completion about the completion itself has to happen. First of all, you need to be complete about the process of completion. You cannot let any incompletion arise, because then that will be another incompletion which you have to complete. So you have to make sure you don't have any incompletions about the completion process. Drop those incompletions, then actually attend to the incompletions which you have to attend in the completion process that you are doing. So that is what is meant by actually being complete with the actual process of completion, with the space of completion itself, with the truth of completion itself, not letting doubts or any negativity arise or invade your inner space about completion. Yes. All right, so you can also head over to the social media platforms and enrich other people about today's sessions or whatever clicks you had, whatever powers you manifested, what your overall experience was about today, what cognitive shifts you experienced, and how your, especially the darshan experience was today. You can share with others, enrich the others about this experience and all the truths you can share with them, and also invite them to join and also register for Paramashivoham so that they can also have this experience in their life. They can also have this transformation which they are waiting for. So make sure you do this enriching activity, because by enriching others, you get enriched yourself as well. So this brings us to the end of today's sessions in Paramashivoham Level 2. And tomorrow we have another exciting series of sessions. We will be delving into various topics such as living Advaita process, living with oneness in our day-to-day life with the people, the immediate set of people around us, our team, right? Who are really a part of our life, our family, our friends, our colleagues, all these people who really make up our life, how to live in oneness with them and experience complete Advaita with our team. It's going to be a very important series of sessions tomorrow, which will directly impact your day-to-day life, your relationships, and you experiencing that living enlightenment, Jivan Mukti, in your day-to-day life with the people around you. Really cognizing and seeing the reality that others are reflections of you. So how to complete with them, which will ultimately bring completion to you as well. Going to be a very beautiful process. So let's all get ready to attend all these sessions tomorrow and transform our whole area or dimension of life when it comes to living in oneness with others. And we'll be having these powerful sessions and power manifestation sessions as well. So today, let's all now close today's day in Paramashivoham Level 2 with the Purna Mantra, declaring complete completion within us, and also thanking Swamiji for guiding us along the way, for being as the guiding force with his blessings, with his initiations, with his energy, and just for being in our life, of gifting us with his presence in our life. Let's hold our hands in the Atmanjali Mudra and let's chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nityananda Varma Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Nityanandam. See you tomorrow.